maybe you pour this for a guy in Isla and be like, which distillery did this come from? And like really like try to throw them off.
That would be awesome.
I would love to know what they say.
That would be awesome.
Imagine they spit it up. This is not Isla.
Hey, welcome to Super Social Club. I'm Jeremy.
This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob.
Welcome to the Whisky Rant podcast.
It's a little crusty.
It's frustrating.
And it's going to be a little bit of a rant.
I don't understand it. I don't know why.
Some sort of injustice.
Anyway, end rant.
Hello, and welcome back to the Whisky Rant podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Rob.
And tonight we are continuing our Whisky Rant Canadian Challenge.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Something
Tournament.
like that. The Whisky Rant Canadian... The Canadian Whisky Rant Tournament.
Challenge.
Canadian Whisky Rant Tournament.
That's right. We completed the rye edition of that a while ago, and that was a freaking marathon.
Absolutely.
What was it, 18 bottles or something like that?
18 bottles. And the single malt unpeated edition and the classic category are both, I think, 18 strong.
Yeah, so we decided to go with the smaller category tonight, which is the peated edition. Just 4 bottles, represented by just a couple of distilleries. Why don't you tell them what we got in front of us right now? Yeah,
so we got the Smoke Point by Shelter Point. This is 53%. So it's a banger. Mm-hmm. Smoke Point always delivers from them. This is the An Abba from Macaloney's. It's a ppm scale of 15, so it's the lightest peated in the group.
Okay.
Then we have the Washington Peat European Moscatel Barrel, which is a ppm scale of 54.
So Macaloney's represented with 2 bottles here.
Macaloney's with 2, and then we have the Two Brewers Release 43 bottled at 50% ABV. Now, we should say that Macaloney's has a whole peat project category that there's a whole bunch of brand new releases, but at the time when we were like asking for bottles and buying our own bottles and all that different stuff, we didn't end up getting the newest stuff from Macaloney's. There's a Wildlife peated single malt that was a limited release that sold out quick, and I wasn't able to get another bottle of it in order to do it in this tournament. And then our friends out in Nova Scotia, Glen Breton, Glenora Distillery, have a ton of peated whiskeys, like from 10 years old all the way up to like I think 23 years old. They have peated single malts.
I'm going to be visiting them actually in September.
Yeah, so I'll probably get you to grab me like a peated 18-year-old or something like that.
I think I'll probably do like some kind of flight, whatever they got going on at the distillery. I'm going to spend some time there and just try some stuff. And
try to work some magic to get these guys on the channel.
Yeah, they need to be on the channel.
We've been trying to like incorporate them into the Canadiana that we've tried to embrace in the last little while, and it's been crickets. I think, did we not have them on the channel a long time ago? Long time ago.
Not on the Whiskey Rant.
Not on the Whiskey Rant.
No,
so maybe it was
you might have had
in a
them on the
live
channel.
or something like
I
that.
don't know.
It could have been in a live. I think we were both on it though.
Okay.
Anyway, this was predating Whiskey Rant, I think. But since then, again, crickets, and they have such a huge category of whiskey, or catalog, I should say, of whiskey.
Yeah.
Both malted, unpeated, and then malted peated. So, I really want to get them involved. And unfortunately, in this tournament, it's not going to happen. But if we ever do this tournament again, maybe there's room for a 2026
100%
Whiskey Rant tournament.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with the peated stuff that's coming out, that's out now, and that's coming out in the future, this category is going to be expanded for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll reach out to Glen Breton and be like, hey, I'm coming up. I want to talk to you guys.
Yeah, you should, and then like at least you can get some footage of that place, because I'm very curious what it looks like too.
Yeah, and I've never been out that way before, and I heard it's absolutely gorgeous out there, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Let's get into this. Southern Bob has done his due diligence again and poured all these for us blind. So we'll be drinking them in the same order. We have A, B, C, and D in front of us. We do not know which one is which. Let's get at it.
And we should say all of these are unchill filtered, no added color.
This noses like Scotch. A.
Sure does.
It's got that like toothpaste peated note
Yeah.
that you find in such whiskeys like
Kalila, Lafroig.
yeah, right?
Very much so.
Like this, you would fool me with this one.
For sure. This is... Now, we should say that even if we know what the letter is that we're drinking, which we do, A, B, C, D,
Yep.
we don't know what those mean.
Right.
So we don't know...
Right. These are just random order.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
This would be a cool one because I feel like if you poured this for an Isla lover, maybe you pour this for a guy in Isla and be like, which distillery did this come from? And like really like try to throw him off.
That
I feel
would
like
be awesome.
I would love to know what they say.
That would be awesome.
Imagine they spit it up. Psst, this is not Isla.
Very nice.
That toothpaste note is bang on.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Sample 2, which is B. Got a really nice like apple kind of note on the nose. Very different from the first one.
Man, I think we might have had the most peated first.
Well, we'll find out.
On the nose.
It's very peated. That's like an Isla Scotch.
They're all pretty peated.
More subtle on the peat for this one.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you get it on the palate a little bit. Still a great drinking whiskey, but I wouldn't necessarily say that like I'm getting a lot of peat.
Mm-hmm. And C, definitely more in the lines of more mild peat, but a lot more cask influence on that one, I think. On C.
Red delicious apple, but I wouldn't really consider that like a red fruit. You know what I mean?
No, not would I.
But
It's not a red fruit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're doing pretty well here. D on the nose. Get ready for a little caramel. Yeah. That's like desserty.
It's like a wood smoke.
Mm.
Like a charcoal fire note.
It's like a, yeah,
Like a burnt wood.
caramelized. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. 4 very solid whiskeys here. You know what? I thought this was like, I'm not like huge on Canadian peated stuff, but all these have been great.
They're all great. I think I know exactly which one is which too, to be honest.
I definitely don't, because I don't think I've even tried. Maybe I tried these once, ever.
Are we just judging these as whiskeys and forgetting the idea that this is a peated category? Or are we judging them as peated whiskeys?
Well, I don't know what the difference would be.
The difference would be like what really stands up as a peated like single malt and which
I see. So
You know
you're
what I
judging these as like with
could
the
these-
peat
would-
in mind. Like
yeah.
I want peat.
like I feel like one of these would have fared better in the standard single malt category.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, if it's the one that I'm thinking that, you know, it would have probably lost to its own sibling.
Mm.
Because there's better from that distillery, in my opinion, if it's the one that I'm thinking. But whatever.
I think that we're just going to judge these, since they're all peated, just judge them as your favorite. It doesn't matter if like one is more peated or less peated or whatever. Just go with you think is the best.
Is it bad that I feel like I have a favorite here, but it's not gonna win based on the category? Is that fair? Or should I just go by pick my favorite, then pick the next one, then pick the next one?
I think you should just pick your favorite. Whatever is drinking the best for you right now, that should be your number one. That's what I think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't like, oh, I'm gonna judge this differently because I have an expectation of what it should be.
Okay.
I think you should just go with your favorite.
That's fair. I think I'm ready.
Yes, I am as well. 4th place.
Okay. It's 4th place is C for me, and I believe that that's the Anaba Macaloney's. I could be wrong, but just I mean, I feel like again, this is a great whiskey. This is a great pour and play. Anybody that drinks it's gonna love it. I'd probably give that like an 86. You know, I think it's really good. But in this category, it kind of gets dominated by the heavier peat punching whiskeys.
Yes. Fourth place for me is C as well. I thought that it was a very solid whiskey. I didn't get that much peat out of it. I think it's maybe the least amount of peat on all these.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one is. I think you're right. I mean, just judging by the color, it's not that hard to figure out. It's the one that's been was matured in.
I'm not sure. I think it's a combination.
Oloroso. Oh, it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Kentucky bourbon cask, Oloroso, Portuguese red wine.
Interesting.
A PX and a Virgin American cask. So lots of different things going on with that. You could definitely tell that was the most like cask influenced one of these.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, my next third place is D. I think this is the Shelter Point Smoke Point. I liked it. I think the only thing that held it back a bit for me was the nose.
Okay.
I think the nose is too like burnt wood, mossy wood kind of note. Not necessarily a like smoke peat kind of note.
Okay.
And that happens a lot from whiskeys that are aged in a peated cask as opposed to being peated barley itself. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I think, again, I probably give this like an 86, 87. Just
and you're assuming is that you're assuming is that
I'm
one.
assuming. Okay, sorry. I'm assuming. This disclaimer, I have no idea what I'm picking.
Okay.
I'm just guessing.
Third place for me was B, actually. So we kind of differ here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought that this one, although very, very nice, it just wasn't giving me the complexity that the other ones kind of were. So, yeah, that's my third place.
Yeah, and then B is second for me. I think that's the Two Brewers. And the reason it's second for me is just because, again, it doesn't give me enough peat. I know that there's a portion of peated barley in the Two Brewers, if it is the Two Brewers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I love it. I think it's a fantastic whiskey. Probably an 87, 88.
Yeah.
Great pour and play. Everything Two Brewers is amazing in my opinion. But in this case, like it's a peated category. I'm really looking for that. Like I want to be fooled by a peated category to think I'm drinking an Isle Scotch. Is that weird?
No. Second place for me is D, which means that we both agree on first place, which is A. We are in consensus on this one.
Yeah.
This A is, it's like you can very much confuse this for Isle Scotch. You can very much confuse it for like a cast strength Kalila, independent bottling Kalila, something like that. It is very, very well constructed.
Yeah. I think it's the Washington Peat. I think it's the Macaloney's, if I'm not mistaken. It just smells and tastes like it could be a Kalila.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of different Kalila independent bottles that have tasted like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And what's crazy about, if I'm right and it is the Washington Peat, it means exactly what it says. They're using peat from Washington State.
Yeah.
They're taking peat bogs and then they're burning it and then whatever. So let's get the full reveal. So mine was, we both had A as our number one.
Yep.
You had D as your number two.
Mm-hmm.
I had B as my number two.
Yep.
You had
B as my number three, and we both had number 4 as being C.
Okay, so essentially B and D tie for second. And then the other one is third.
Right.
Right.
Yep. Consensus winner here. So let's get the reveal. Let's just go with the winner. What is A? Washington Peat.
So it's Macaloney's, okay, and then
bang
B
on with that one for sure.
B is Two Brewers. Okay, so I nailed that one too. C,
You got these all right.
Anaba, and then D is the Shelter Point. So, I mean, it's not the most fair blind tasting because, I mean, we're tasting it blind, but I know these whiskeys. There's only 4 in the category. We're not being like, there's not 10 others that it could have been. So obviously it's a little easier to nail these. That being said, they're all really good. I would buy every single one of these.
We had, is it Graham from Macaloney's?
Yeah.
On the channel. Really, really interesting. His mission statement, what he's trying to do there. Macaloney's producing some amazing whiskey. This one, obviously, he has nailed. Matured in a European Muscatel Barrique, 46% ABV, and yeah, easily confused for an Islay Scotch, which is very, very impressive.
Yeah.
He's found some great peat in Washington. Northern Washington, I'm pretty sure, right? Like just pretty much south of Vancouver.
Yeah, I think they do use some BC peat as well.
Right, like right on the border there is like a really nice area for peat. They get a lot of like ocean spray that comes through there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so the distillery is getting a lot of that kind of. It's like a warmer Scotland in BC, especially if you're in the right spot.
Yeah, BC is a very interesting province because like parts of it are like a rainforest.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. The climate is like kind of more mild. Like it almost never gets below freezing, and it never gets that hot either. It's very much like
I mean, depending on what part of BC you're in, it's so diverse. Right? And then there's like a huge mountainous range. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of BC distilleries that are using glacier water now. I don't know if Macaloney's is one of those. But what I will say is he's from Scotland. He kind of knows exactly what to do to get a Scotch tasting whiskey. And there's no secret or surprise that it's 54 ppm. Because, your Lafroigs, your Ardbegs,
they're all that range.
In the 50 range, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like he knows exactly what to do to achieve that particular level of like peat taste. There are some peated Two Brewers that are more peated than this one. I do think that Two Brewers gets their peated malt from the UK.
Yeah.
And I think I'm correct about Shelter Point in saying that they're using peated barrels, not necessarily peated malt.
Okay.
Right. So, all good though. Like these are all really
all
good.
Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations, Macaloney's. He really nailed this one. Very, very good. Very impressive. For sure. And this bottle could 100% trick people, and it would be interesting to give it to like the master distiller at some Islay distillery and be like, name the Islay distillery that this comes from.
Just to give him right? Totally. Yeah.
I wonder if Graham has done that.
I'm sure he has.
Right.
He has so many friends. Like he's from there.
Listen, if I was Graham and I did a barrel pull of this, I would immediately fly to Scotland and just shove it in their face and be like, guess where this is from?
Yeah, exactly.
And like, I made it in Canada.
And I bet this is not even their best one. Like I would be shocked if by now they haven't produced some that are even better than that.
I mean, he is on a mission to make some really, really good whiskey, and we've been super impressed by all the stuff he's done so far.
Yeah.
So I mean, sky's the limit for Macaloney's, I think, for sure, in the peated category.
So a 1-episode peated category. Maybe when we do the 2026 edition of this tournament, or maybe 2027. I don't know if we need a full year break, but
we'll expand it for sure.
Yeah. I think maybe I don't know. I don't know what the terms are going to be for the next time, but I want to get some more distilleries involved in it because I feel like there's other distilleries doing peated single malt now. So.
And I think that other Canadian distilleries might be looking. Let's peat our own barley. Let's do that.
I think they're onto something with doing Washington peat because
it's not an easy thing to do. I know it's very, very difficult to do that, and obviously it's like buying peated malt is way easier, but to do that yourself and to come out with this result, it's very impressive.
Absolutely.
Yep. Thanks so much for watching. Comment down below if you've tried any of the Canadian peated whiskey before. Let us know if you have a favorite, and if you try some Macaloney stuff, what of their new releases interest you in the peated world? You'll be seeing another episode of this with either the single malt category or
single
the
malt
classic
category or classic category. Classic grain is just basically any grain.
Yeah.
It's like the old school CCs, the old school Crown Royals.
Yeah, you most likely see those coming out in probably like end of September and October, because they're going to take us multiple nights to do and then edit that up, and it's going to take a while. So that will be probably like October.
Yeah, we're hoping to have like the round table of winners.
We'll have this done by the end of the year.
Yeah, by December. That's probably like,
yes,
realistic.
Yeah.
It would be really cool if they all like came out to Toronto to do it. That'd be awesome. But our budget's not big enough for that. Maybe next year we take some donations to fly everybody out, and then also the whiskey's on the table as well. We'll do an award ceremony.
That'd be a party. That would be a party. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really much appreciated. Have a good one. Cheers.
Cheers.